welcome back to our video series, Legalese Translator. In this video, we're going to talk about what's called Affidavit of Service. So in our last video, we were talking all about service, which is sending your court documents to the other side. And as Heather told us, there's a very special way that we have to go about this. Now, I know that a lot of very often the courts will require something called an affidavit of service. So I'm going to ask Heather to explain to us a little bit more about what an affidavit of service is about. Heather?
Yes, thank you. So an affidavit of service is a document that you would end up completing, telling in there, you will tell that you sent this document, and you will put in how you sent it, like the method used, and it's typically sworn, so a commissioner will then witness your signature. So for example, you might say, I sent a motion record by mail to the defendant on day X. And you would also add in to the address. So I sent it by mail to this location on this date, and then you would sign it and have someone witness your signature, and that person who witnesses it should be a commissioner. So they should, that could be like a lawyer, a paralegal, or it could be someone with a stamp, with a commissioner stamp, like an articling student, a law clerk might have one, even some legal secretaries, assistants, they also might have a stamp as well.
So I guess the idea is if let's say I was serving you court documents, the affidavit of service is just me swearing that yes, I did serve Heather Douglas by mail, for example. And I suppose the significance of doing affidavit of service is that suppose down the road you say, well, I never got the documents, then this is where the affidavit of service is useful?
It's usually useful when we're going to file a document with the court. So if I'm trying to file my motion record, the court will not accept my motion record unless I can show it's been sent to the other side or to whoever was meant to get the motion record. It also could be useful when you're just sending out regular court documents or other documents that you think someone might dispute later on about getting it. So, maybe you're sending some medical records and for some reason you think this might be an issue, whether the other side got it. Maybe that's the time you want to make an affidavit of service. Depending on what court you're in or what tribunal you're in, each one has their own rules for how something needs to be served, and they'll have their own documents for an affidavit of service. So like a small claims court, their affidavit of service, the form that you fill out, looks much different than the affidavit of service for an action in a superior court.
So one has to be careful to use the right forms for the right tribunal and the right court.
Exactly. Even though you're doing a similar thing like sending a document, each court, each tribunal, they have their own rules and their own court documents. So you have to be careful. You're not using an affidavit of service for the licensed appeal tribunal for small claims court action. Just have to make sure you're using the right form.
Great. Well, thanks very much, Heather, for clearing that up for us. And so thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you'll be notified of our upcoming videos. Thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Thank you.